IHTM Sports.
Good evening. Welcome to Tomahawk Stadium, nestled in the village of Indian Hill. This is Mike Fruland. I'm with my sidekick, Sam Johnston, tonight for a third-round playoff game between Indian Hill Braves and the Summit Country Day Knights. If you look across the field, you'll see Indian Hill doesn't have big numbers this year, but compared to Summit, they're very well stacked because Summit only has 13 players on their roster this year. Indian Hill got here by dominating Wilmington last week. Summit got here by beating Cincinnati Country Day, the other day school in Cincinnati, by 2 goals, 8-6. So, Sam, what do you
Coached by
think?
Indian Hill alumnus at Country Day, right?
Yes. So what do we got here? We got Charlie DeGennaro on a wing. We got Will Kleekamp on a wing. We got Cooper Weiler taking the face-off. On offense or on attack, we've got Ridge DeMolin, Will Adair, and turn towards me. Oh, that's Jackson Ravenald. And then on defense, the face-off's taken. Cooper wins the face-off with a short. Oh no, he got his pole. On defense, we've got Will Kleekamp and the Double Ds, the Divine Brothers. Very strong defense. And with
Looks like they got Ridge playing out at attack tonight.
yeah, talking to Coach Foley before the game, he's going to run Ridge at attack and then invert him, and sounded like they're going to run Charlie at the midfield position for the most part tonight and see how that goes.
Jackson Ravenold playing attack over on that left-hand side.
Here goes Ridge. Oh, step in, Ridge. They're just feeling him out right now. I don't know a lot about the Summit team this year other than they beat Cincinnati Country Day twice. They beat McNick, and they beat Walnut Hills. And they've got 10 losses to those 4 wins. But the important one was last week where they beat CCD in the second round of the playoffs. So Ridge spins the ball back around. Will Adair's coming around the corner. And then, almost throws it away. Good thing Charlie's 6'4", or that might have gone back to the midfield.
Looks like Summit's coming out and playing zone early, Mike.
Yeah, that's Jamie was expecting that, and I would imagine here goes Charlie. Shot saved by the goalie.
Charlie went high to high on that shot.
Yes, he did.
Goalie tracked it pretty well.
Let's see how we can ride now.
I think Summit coming out in that zone tells you a little bit about their confidence and
There's
how
the
well
ball down.
they expect to do in this game, Mike.
This could be a problem for Summit. Will Adair flips it back over to Robbie Gutman. Robbie Gutman pushes it up the field to the middle, takes it back to X.
And that's a failure to clear on behalf of the Summit Silver Knights.
Yes, it is. And a very nice ride and forced turnover by the Braves. So now you got Robbie at X, Will Adair on the right wing. We have to decide tonight. I want to make the decision tonight, Sam. Is Will Adair right-handed or is he left-handed? Because I can't tell. He scores the same number, right or left. Oh, it's a pass to the middle to Nick Adair. Big shot from outside, bounces off a defender. Ball's down. That's off a shot, so that wouldn't be an over and back even if it touched. But it's not over and back.
They called an offsides on that.
Oh, we stepped across? Okay.
It's the
Okay.
second clearing opportunity.
And they get it across.
Got their first offensive
and
possession.
They get in the box. So now we understand that number 18,
Jake Carrico is
Carrico is their
man on
go-to
offense.
man, and he's just a sophomore.
He also plays goalie too, Mike.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. But with numbers as small as they have, they've got to get their best guys out on the field to touch the ball. So
I'm guessing he's a better of the goalies. He's the better midfielder.
that's a good way to put it.
Oh, and they're doubling up early.
Nick Adair, I've watched him this year blossom into. There's a ball that's going way out of bounds. Errant pass, turnover, back to the Braves.
Nick get caught back on D, or did they run him in a? He's running some midfield.
Nick is probably the best defensive middie on the team. He's absolutely relentless, that D middie.
Here comes Ridge.
That's Charlie bringing the ball in. Charlie's up top tonight. Will Adair from the wing kicks it up to Deej. There's Hayden Wentz on the midfield line now.
They're running a 3-3 zone.
What you would think.
Kind of bumping out a little bit. No.
How do you beat a zone, Sam?
Shoot.
Ooh, big shot from Charlie, off left, backed up by Will Adair.
I would imagine Indian Hill will see the zone throughout the tournament, so this is good opportunity for them to work on whatever zone busting offense they've been running.
Right. No, it's good to have that. That's kind of a low pass, but it's bumped in. That is a hockey goal by Robbie Gutman.
Number 2, Gutman with the goal.
That was.
See if we can get that one on a replay. That was a nice ball drops in front.
Here it comes. Kind of a low pass coming from behind, and it bounces off his stick, and he just flips it into the goal. That was an NHL goal.
Good heads-up play by Robbie Gutman.
Very good. You don't have much time down there. So we got Cooper, same lineup at the face-off and on the wings.
Yep, Cooper with the long pole taking the face-off. Will Adair comes in from his wing.
Summit wins the clamp. What do we got? They're going Indian Hill. They're calling interference on Summit. So Charlie brings it in, gets his touch, and moves it up the field.
Another face-off win.
Ooh, good grab by Jackson. Oh, good shot by Will Adair, just off.
Good look for Adair.
Yeah, that was nice. Now, that was right-handed. Keep track. That was a nice right-handed
got
jump
it, Mike.
shot.
That's good ball movement right there by Indian Hill to draw those slides out.
What are they calling?
They're just moving the ball to the outside.
Oh, they weren't ready to start. Okay, Ridge back to Will. Looks like Gutman setting a pick for Will. Good pick. Charlie's out top. Charlie, another save. This has the potential of being a big night for the Summit goalie because Charlie's going to do that all night long. Summit brings it right up the field with little pressure.
Take a shot.
Saved by Rudy.
Rudy with the save and the quick outlet pass.
Here comes Coop up the middle.
Cooper running the fast break, and they've got numbers.
There's Ridge.
Over to Ridge.
Oh, good pass. Back. Oh, really nice ball movement, but it's intercepted by the goalie. That would have been a pretty play if they could have
Try to force that last pass in there a little too much.
The last one might have been a little bit much. There's the ball down. Let's see if Jackson can get on this guy now.
Nice ride.
Get on him. Oh, ball down again. Come on, Jackson. Nice job. I'll give Jackson the forced turnover there, but the ground ball's going to go to Nick Adair. Now Nick's going to take his chance back behind the cage.
Switching it up, sending Will Adair back.
They've done a really nice job of that this year. Everybody plays everywhere on offense. There's Ridge looking like he wants to wind up at his left and shoots high and off the cage.
Oh, right off the crossbar.
Robbie Gutman backs it up on the side.
That ball looked like it almost could have been in, Mike, the way
Yeah.
it kind of hit the net there, but
Yep.
obviously not.
Good feed down below. Will Adair for the goal. Nice feed from Charlie DeGennaro down to Will Adair on the crease. That was left-handed.
That was a nice play. Charlie with a good look. Watch Will sneak in from behind. He's hanging over on that left-hand side.
Yep.
And as they start their ball movement,
Charlie coming
with
around.
nobody watching him,
There's Will coming around.
creeps around the crease and
Nice look.
You know he's coming there. That's the problem with the zone when everybody's eyes are up off top.
All right, we got Antoine Peak on the wing now. Watch him go, Sam. He's a fantastic football player at Indian Hill. It's his first year playing lacrosse.
First year junior.
And he's a junior, so if he enjoys this, he can come back again. Oh, they're
That's a hold.
taking that away from us. So Cooper gets to play a little defense here instead of taking the face off. And he knocks the ball loose.
Number 23, Parker Carroll for the Knights.
Oh, Cooper with a really nice trail check. What is that?
It was a timeout by Summit.
That was
good use of timeout there.
Coach Klura, probably one of the more knowledgeable coaches in the region. He knew that wasn't going to end well if he didn't call a timeout and get his guys over to the bench.
Good use of timeout. Give Summit a chance to set up their offense. If they could put one in here, it'd be a 2-1 game. Make it look close, at least on the scoreboard, and otherwise a game that Indian Hill's dominated the possessions to so far.
Yeah, they really have. I mean, Summit's really only got one shot on Cage, and they've only had the ball on the offensive end a couple of times.
A couple stick checks going on at midfield.
The Indian Hill has some pretty aggressive midfielders and long sticks that make it difficult to maintain possession.
Cal Turnbull talking up his Indian Hill defense over there on the sideline, getting those boys prepared and ready for the restart.
I said the other day, Sam, Cal Turnbull is an example, a very rare example of one of the only good things ever to come out of COVID, because he was set to move to Vermont with his fiance after the season last year, and they couldn't because of COVID. So he stayed, and they are having or had a baby. She was due during the game the other night. I'm not sure. I haven't talked to him. So they're staying here now, and that Indian Hill is the beneficiary of that because he's just a fantastic coach, works really well with the boys, very knowledgeable, and
he's a great teacher.
Great teacher.
Cal, also a great Indian Hill story, played lacrosse here, graduated, went to University of Cincinnati, came back and actually coached in the middle school ranks, and has worked his way up to, very quickly, I might add, to helping coach on the varsity level. And we're really fortunate to have a guy like Cal around, that's for sure.
He's been the brightest defensive mind on the coaching staff for a number of years now. But this is his first opportunity to have the defense be his very own as the defensive coordinator. But
the defense
look at the defense on Antoine Peak. Look at there's an athlete.
I think you're watching Indian Hill defense bump out on the ball. It's really good to see them playing nice, aggressive defense like that.
Let's see, that guy doesn't want any part of Will Kleekamp, so he's going to spin it off, and there's Cooper Weiler. There's just nowhere to go. There's nowhere easy to go. Now let's see what Anton can do with this guy again. Again, he doesn't want anything to do with him, so he's just going to back it out and throw the ball away.
And typically you would see 23, Parker Carroll would see a short stick matchup like that and want to take a dodge, but that's not the case. I think Summit appears just to be trying to get the ball around and see if they can find an opening, and not much luck so far.
Okay.
Bruner with the nice clear.
Young Devine up the field with it. Jackson Rabenald. Back to Will Adair. If my calculations are right, Will's due to score right-handed next. Charlie's yet to get on the board, though, which is a little bit surprising. Let's get Charlie going.
I really like the use of the poles in this defense, too, Mike. They let him run the ball up the field. And
Charlie going again. Oh, hits a guy.
Nice eat.
That's going to hurt.
Number 5, Keith Woodruff for Summit.
I like the ball movement,
taking that
Sam.
block.
I like the ball movement.
And you see it again, Adair sneaking around that crease. And the eyes are up front, and he's open on the crease.
Another one. Oh. I don't know what happened there. I don't know if Will thought he had the ball, but it was a quick release right into the goalie's stick, and Will looked like he was still looking for the ball.
Yeah.
An interception by Cooper Weiler, and they're going fast. One more. There it is. A left-handed goal by Will Adair. Braves up 3-0.
And Will Adair learned from his first shot there. If you watch this replay, I'm going to see him change his plane.
This
Cooper
was
really
nice.
led a nice fast break.
He did. He held the ball just long enough to
the
draw
open
the
guy.
defense, and then by doing that,
Jackson.
the off ball.
Jackson looks like he's played some West Jenny.
Yep, that's exactly what that looks like.
Sees
Sam.
the draw and dumps it off to a wide open Adair on the crease.
All right, we got Antoine Peak on the wing and Will Kleekamp on the wing, and is that Coop taking the face-off again? Yep.
I really like watching this Pete kid.
Oh,
on
and
the
Cooper
play
just
on the
picks the
wing.
pocket of the Summit face-off guy, Thomas Lamar. Comes Charlie back up.
And
Ridge letting one go right into the goalie's stick. Goalie's going to have some good numbers tonight if he
he's got a lot of saves so
can
far.
stay in front
on
of that
3
ball.
goals.
I think what you're witnessing right now is the reason that it's okay to do that, because Summit is having a difficult time even getting out. There's going to be a flag. Probably shouldn't have been, but it was. He just knocked the guy down when he was off balance. So the Braves are going to go man down as soon as they get the ball on the ground or get the ball back here.
Be our
If
first
it's
chance
not on the ground.
Be
They
our
gotta
first
get
chance to
possession.
see that man down defense tonight.
Which it's going to be missing Carson Devine, who's normally on the man down defense, but I'm guessing James Vollmer with a pole will probably be the 4th pole.
Leo Schrantz trying to dodge. Defense is doing a good
D1s.
job of keeping him outside. Carson Devine playing over on that far side of the field from the camera, number
Will
32.
Kleekamp.
And if you
Yes.
watch the Indian Hill defenders, Mike,
Oh, that one
and a
caught
nice
Rudy by
save.
surprise. I don't think Rudy saw the ball because it hit him in the chest. I think the sun might have been.
I think that
just
sun
a
is
little
at
bit in his eyes.
just at that angle where it's a little
That
bit tough
was
for him.
because that was a nice shot, and I don't know that Rudy tracked it. I think it hit Rudy. He didn't hit it. Nevertheless, it's a save, and now we'll be man down. And let's see, yeah, we have James Vollmer, 23, will be the 4th pole on the man down unit.
Nick Adair stays out.
Nick Adair stays in the middle. Watch him go.
Cooper Weiler.
Really, really strong defense. Across the board, as strong as I think I've seen at Indian Hill. No disrespect to the 2019 boys, but and then they throw it away. So Indian Hill's going to have the ball man down. Let's see what they can do. If they'll just burn the clock, or if they'll try and put their foot on the gas a little
I
bit.
got a feeling in the playoffs, Mike, nobody's looking at burning clock if they've got the opportunity. And especially in a game where they can dominate
There's
offensively
Nick.
like this.
Nick up the middle to Jackson. Jackson's
And there's an
There's going to
opening.
be another. Will dropped it, or he could have had a shot. It didn't look like he was going to
They've
take
got the
it.
yellow light.
There should be no yellow light on offense in this game. Charlie's not taking yellow light. Saved by the goalie. Picked up and scored by Robbie Gutman. Robbie's playing hockey tonight. He's
Robbie's
not playing
doing it.
lacrosse.
That's a smart kid right there that
Yeah.
knows how to pick up the garbage on the crease and put it back in.
There's. He reminds me of another kid that played
Well,
a couple years ago.
what I like about this is Charlie changed the plane on his shot. Goalie picked it up, but on that rebound, he made the nice initial save.
Very nice.
Unfortunately, had the rebound. And that girls lacrosse
We
was
got the
just a
girls.
figment of your
Yes,
imagination.
it was. This is boys lacrosse tonight. The girls, by the way, beat Summit in their tournament game tonight. I can't remember the score, but they beat them handily.
Looks like we've got Peak on the wing.
I'm waiting for him to pick up a ground ball.
Cooper
so we can-
Weiler's over
Here's the funny thing.
on the other wing, and they've
there's
got
Antoine. Antoine had it but lost it.
Volmer took
Cooper
that face.
comes back. Oh, Volmer took it. Okay.
Volmer took the face
Well,
off.
Volmer takes the face-offs with a short stick. Then he goes off and grabs his pole because he's the next man up as a deep pole. But he faces off. Oh, Charlie. Ridge doesn't have arms quite that long. Charlie throws it away. Just under a minute to go in the first quarter. Braves are up 4-0, and it's been a bit of a slow game because anytime that Summit has gotten the ball in their offensive end, they haven't been able to do much with it because our defense is pressing out, and the rides have been relentless. And here we go again. That's Kenny Devine breaking that play up and coming up with the ground ball. No, maybe. A push from behind. Gotta be. Yeah, they got it.
Loose ball push.
Okay.
Ball will switch back.
Okay, there's 30 seconds left in the quarter. And we got Carson Devine bringing it up, throwing it in the box to Jackson Ravenald.
Should be getting some scores in here maybe before the game's over.
Yeah, I would think that there's some games that are getting closer to being over. There's certainly games that are at half by now. There's a nice dodge by Will Adair. Fires it overhand just over the cage, and they gave it to the goalie as a backup.
It's that tough angle.
Yep. So someone will bring it back in with 5 seconds, 4 seconds. That's the end of the quarter. So they just let it go. Charlie goes ahead and shoots anyway. At the end of 1, Braves 4, Knights 0. Pretty much the way I expected. I almost would have expected the Braves to put even more numbers up, but as I was saying, when Summit gets the ball, they just pass it around because they can't get it inside anywhere. Our defense is pushing them out, so it burns a lot of clock. They have a lot of possession time.
That, and I see 2 other things that really slow the scoring down. One is Summit's thrown a zone defense out there, which by its very nature is going to slow down the amount of scoring. And then secondly, Indian Hill shooters, at least initially, were and really shooting on same plane.
Well, that's what I was just going to say. All of our goals have come inside. They've been on inside feeds, which is not typically what you get against a zone. Normally, your goals are going to come from outside shots in a zone, but their goalie has stood up to the challenge there. So the zone's doing its job from an outside standpoint, but the Braves are finding little creases and pockets where they can pass to the inside. Will Adair has one. I can't think. Robbie Gutman's got a couple. They were both on the crease.
Yep.
Who got the 4th goal?
They had the night. I believe it was Will Adair that had the one on the 3-3 where he snuck around the backside of the crease.
Right. Oh, did Will get another one then? Yeah, he got one on that fast break. So Will's got 2 and Gutman's got 2, and that's it. So
I would expect to see more shooting. I think you want to test this goalie from the outside still, but I think you've got to give him a variety of shot selection that's a little bit better. That can be improved, which is always good news.
I think
you're still going to find the guys open behind, because if you watch the Silver Knights defense, their heads aren't on a swivel. And we'll point this out when we watch the gameplay, but they're really focused on the ball up front and the guys that are working around behind the zone. That attackman behind the zone is open almost every time, or there's an opening there.
Well, they can certainly take advantage of that, but like you said, I suspect they're gonna probably throw some more bombs at them from out top with Charlie and Ridge anyway.
We got Alex Grace on this wing, freshman midfielder. Vollmer is taking the face off.
Cooper on the other wing.
And Cooper Weiler on the wing. What's our attack lineup look like?
We've got Ridge.
Jackson Ravenhold on this side.
Jackson Ravenhold and Will Adair in the middle. So the Braves win the face-off. Will Adair comes around, hits in the crease. Oh, Jackson had a Christmas present.
Same shot.
Boy,
eye to eye.
Good look though. Good look.
Mike, you and I might have to go down there at halftime and talk about the shooting.
Here's one. You're not stopping that.
No.
Ridge DeMullen from about 10 yards out and
smoking it. If you can shoot over 90 miles an hour, you don't need to change planes.
It's pretty hard to catch up to that as a goalie.
Ball's up top. There's a nice seam in there, and
Ridge
he can just step in with time and
the
room.
ball and just went right over his head. There's not a lot to do about Ridge. That is one of Ridge DeMullen's shots. The other one is his bull dodge where he knocks his defender down and then likely runs over the slide and shoots and scores from the top. Haven't seen that yet tonight.
Vollmer's going to take the face once again.
Kicks it
And
out.
they're having some
and
success there.
Cooper Weiler picks it up. He's going to get jumped on here if he doesn't get running. And he does pick it up, Coop. Wow.
Padding his ground ball stats there, Mike.
Yeah. Oh, look at this pass. Robbie Gutman's going for the hat trick and gets
It's
it.
in.
Gets it. Bounces off the goalie, bounces in the cage. So Robbie's got his third on a really nice feed from Cooper Weiler.
That was a great look across for the long feed. That was a NFL pass there. Gutman makes the dodge, shoots. Goalie actually gets a piece of it
And it just bounces
off of
over.
that left shoulder, but it just bounced over and hits inside the crease.
That was
The power made that one go in.
that was an impressive transition.
Grace on this wing again. Weiler on the far. We got the same
Same
lineup.
setup. If it works. Cooper Weiler snags the ground ball.
Weiler's got a bunch of ground balls, not counting the one that he's
Jackson
dropped. and
looked like
picked
he
up.
was going across. They're starting to look across for the skip pass now. Here's Charlie out on that wing that Ridge is just on. He probably said, "Hey, Ridge, is that open over there? I want to go over there." I think they're
kind of cheating back to that backside now.
Yeah, they
'cause
are.
They've gotten beat back there.
haven't seen much dodging yet, really. Will had one nice dodge and a shot, but it was off cage. But
It's more man-up type
yeah,
offense.
yeah, they are. They're just spinning the ball around. There's a move and a dodge and a shot and just off cage. That was a nice shot by Charlie. He didn't.
And Will Adair
try to
should
go
know
high
that
to
Charlie's
high.
shooting.
Yeah, I think.
I think he did.
I'm pretty sure he knew he was going to get the backup, or he was going to help the goalie get the ball out of the cage.
That's a
Here's
nice
Charlie.
look. There
Nice.
we go. Well played. Good
That's,
ball movement.
You're absolutely right. That was, if there was ever a man-up play, that was it. They're playing at 6-on-6. What do we got here, Sam? We got 7-0 with 10 minutes left in the second quarter. So, okay, Jamie's mixing it up a little bit, putting Antoine Peak back on the wing.
And you'll notice on that last goal what DeGennaro do on his shot.
He bounced it.
Went high to low.
Yeah.
Seemed to work pretty
Well,
well.
he's no dummy. He knows he'll mix it up. Charlie, of course, going to Jacksonville next year to play with Coach John Galloway. Oh, geez, Antoine, that's going to be a flag. I was waiting for the flag from the center official, but he didn't throw it. That's a football player playing lacrosse, Sam.
You can take the boy out of football, but you can't take the football out of the boy, as they say. See that often with football players.
Yeah.
Occasionally, they
like to hit.
they get the seasons mixed up, and
Well,
it's just so tempting.
We've got some football players on this team. Charlie DeGennaro's one example.
And of course, you can hit in lacrosse, but
And Will
Need to hit
Gleekamp
politely.
and Will Adair and Nick Adair. We've got a bunch of football players. I think Gutman plays too, doesn't he? A quarterback? But you don't think of hitting with quarterbacks, but it's nice to have a quarterback on your offense in the lacrosse game as well.
Summit got a player I've not seen on their roster, number 14.
Oh. Maybe it's because he's the 14th player. Shot. Ooh, nice shot by number
Leo
9.
Schrantz, just wide. They back it up.
It's a good looking shot. Had good velocity on it. Broke his stick. And
Chris
runs off the
Reuter,
field.
freshman. I'm sorry, that's Parker Carroll, the sophomore attackman, bringing it in.
There's a broken stick on the field. The official should probably step over and take that off. But
Jake Carrico up top is their player. 23, Carroll carries.
trail check by Kenny Devine. And here comes Will Kleekamp, and he just put it into another gear there for a minute. Watch this.
And he draws.
Oh, no. Come on, Jackson, get on that. Nope, that's going out. That's too bad. Will's slamming his stick on the ground. He knew that was an opportunity missed.
When you're deep hole, you want to be part of a goal,
Sure.
especially on a fast break like that. Let's see what they do here. Kind of a zone.
We've really
kind of a zone
really
ride.
been pressing them on the ride. It's very difficult for Summit to do anything offensive.
Kind of locking off. Weiler lets him go in the middle, but he's covered by Adair.
Nick Adair plays the ground ball, knocks the ball loose again, and that's a
Failure.
I don't know if it was a failure if he was playing without his stick. It was some procedural thing. That's a failure call, isn't it?
I think so.
Was it 20 seconds though? I didn't think it was that long, but maybe it was. Like I said, the Braves are. Oh, here's a feed to the. Oh, Coop. Coop had one in his basket.
Flag down.
There's a flag down, so there's a penalty on Summit.
It's an offsides.
Indian Hill's going to go man up, it looks like. Now we get to see Indian Hill's man up team. Let's see how that compares to the man down team.
And the mysterious number 14 for the Silver Knights will serve the penalty.
I sure wish we knew his name. Not on their roster. In fact, I went to.
We've got an Adair. Hayden Wentz on the man up.
Okay. That's Nick Adair. That's Wentz at the top. Charlie D's swinging across the top, dumping in the middle to Nick. Get out of there, Nick. Oh, he backhands it.
With the
Goalie's on it.
Canadian
Tell you what,
backhand.
Goalie's having a night. I know we're scoring goals, but he's getting some saves. Uh-oh. This is not a good. This could end badly. With the physicality.
Cooper Bush should put that on his highlight reel.
And they throw it away.
But not that.
That's
He was good to get away from Charlie Deege.
You know, that's going to go down as an unforced error, but that was directly related to the ride pressure. I mean, it should be a team forced turnover. Here goes Carson Devine bringing it across.
Will Adair carries behind.
Robbie Gutman wanted his fourth from there. Everybody else is scoring from over there. I think I'll take my crack at it. Here he goes. Oh, no.
Jackson parked on the crease.
Here's Ridge back to Robbie. Oh, that was a nice pass across the crease.
I'm going to go right-handed on Adair.
You think he's due for right?
No, he just had an opportunity for a left-handed shot, and he was set up with his right.
Okay.
So on that occasion, it would have taken him longer to switch hands.
There's
I think
Ridge
he made the
coming
right.
back with his left hand. Over to Robbie. Robbie's taking one. Oh, just high. Nice rip.
Nice rip.
Nice straight overhand rip. He's going for that top corner.
I've been really impressed with his game this year, Mike.
Yeah, they've done a really nice job with this team. Again, their numbers are down, which it's cyclical at Indian Hill with the small enrollment size. Oh, there's another nice pass across, left-handed off the pipe. That's a nice save by Will Adair. Holy cow. There's Will coming back for more.
That's got to feel good. Will Adair
Yeah.
getting in front of that ball and keeping it in play.
Oh, that was Will. That was Big Will. That was Will.
I mean, Clee Camp. I get the two
Oh,
mixed up.
no. What looked like a nice feed down was just a little bit too tall for Will on the crease. That was going to be another shot. So here comes at midfield. You got Nick Adair. He's deciding who to guard. Now he's going to come up and take the number 22, Chris Reuter.
They've kind of trapped him in on.
They've
It's
really
kind of an interesting ride.
Really done a great job. Now that's probably the best play they could make, and unfortunately it goes out of bounds. But at some point the goalie's got to send it down the field and trust his guys to come up with the loose ball, because they're not their clear is just not working. So
Indian Hill doing a nice job on the ride.
here comes Nick.
Gets a touch. Feeds it to his brother.
Brother to brother. There's Charlie. Oh, bounce shot again. That one bounces wide. Goalie might have got a piece of that one.
Tough to tell if it was on net.
Yeah,
could have been.
I'm not sure. It
Good
looked
look
like it changed
good look
direction
for sure.
a little bit.
And he's open again.
Yeah.
And he's setting up again.
He's planning and he's winding up. Oh, nice attempt to go inside. Charlie's.
He was shooting before he had the ball
Uh-oh.
there, I think, Mike.
This could be trouble. This is unsettled. Nice. There's the fourth for Robbie Gutman off the feed from Charlie DeGennaro. Robbie
Open
standing on the crease.
I'd like to see the replay on that one.
That was a good
Just
look
looked like
by
the
Charlie.
defense walked away from him, maybe.
I think when it went unsettled outside, when Charlie got inside his guy, everybody reacted. Watch, Charlie beats his guy inside, and the defense, look at him. They're all charging toward Charlie,
Yep.
which leaves Gutman wide open on the crease. Boom,
Right
nice
between
play.
3 defenders.
Really nice, really
And a
nice play.
Nice change of plan. And that shot.
Yeah, good control by Robbie to take a second and make sure you place it where the goalie ain't. Alex Grace on the wing. Cooper Weiler on the other wing. Cooper picks up the ground ball.
Yet
Nice
another ground
face-off
ball.
win. We're winning the face-offs. Cooper's taking one. Oh, Coop.
That was a good look.
And Cooper's going to lay there and let that one soak in for a minute. Here comes Willadare around the corner. Kicks it back out. Oh, nice shot.
And a
That was
beautiful.
What was that?
Beautiful shot.
That was left-handed.
That was a left-handed. Willadare with a left-handed rip. Watch the stick start high. Drops it low into that corner and uses the defender here.
Look
as a
at the
screen.
defense. All chase the ball.
Watch
there.
him screen the defender.
Boom. Right around the backside of the defender to the near
Yeah,
side
that's
pipe.
tough for the goalie to see. It comes out too late. That's a real shot right there. Very well
Okay,
done.
4:51 left in the half. It's 9-0. And we got James Vollmer at the faceoff X again. Kicks it back out. Cooper picks it up. This is just like a repeat. Jackson Rabinold kicks it back around to Willadare. Will goes to Charlie. Charlie makes a dodge and rips and scores, and there's a flag.
Bomb goal.
Oh, not a goal, not a goal. Ball's still alive. Cooper gets one and hits the goalie off the foot. Nice kick save.
That was a very nice kick save. Ben Perez, the senior goalie, has been lights out tonight. Really,
Yes, he has.
I mean, for having given up 9 goals, I think he's probably had twice as many saves.
He's
That was a nice one there.
and he's seeing a lot of shots.
Indian Hill going man up. I didn't see the call, Mike. Did you?
It had to be a slash to Charlie. When Charlie was out wide with the ball, there must have been a stick to the helmet or something. That's what it looked like. Charlie's on the no, that's Gutman on the crease. Charlie's at X. He's moving this ball around. You know, they're running the same offense they've been running all night. Oh, nice grab by Charlie.
And what a nice feed.
Beautiful, but
Charlie
good hands.
sneaks around that
good
crease.
hands by Charlie
I think
DeGennaro.
Willadare made the feed on that. DeGennaro
Yeah.
with the goal.
Very nice.
And we're going to get a replay here.
Look
Watch
at Charlie
DeGennaro
sneaking around.
They do the old fake shoot from one side.
Recovers.
Really fool, but he
Nice,
goes
very nice.
near side over the shoulder of the goalie. He was disappointed he didn't get that one.
So James Vollmer's having a career night at the faceoff X.
Thomas Lamar steps up for the Silver Knights.
We've got Alex Grace and Cooper Weiler on the wings.
Josh Witzman on this close wing
Oh,
for the Silver Knights, and Jake Carrico on the opposite.
Indian Hill loses a faceoff on a violation. James must have moved before the whistle. So Summit brings it in, gets their touch, and we're seeing Summit on the offensive end of the field, which doesn't seem like they've been down here for a while, does it?
Mike, I know you've been watching Wyatt play a lot of college lacrosse this year. It's probably a nice change from last year.
Yeah.
But how different is it watching the game where you have to have a touch now?
Yeah, it's
And in the college game, there's no touch, just a timer, right?
It's not, and it's funny. You watch some of the freshmen in college early in the season. They still have that muscle memory. They come in and they tap their foot on the box, and it identifies them as an incoming freshman.
That's good high school coaching, too. Cleat Camp with a clear.
Comes Jackson Rabinold, back to Will Adair. Kicks it back out top, and Robbie Gutman's going for his 5th goal of the night on a really nice dodge off of a feed from
I don't know how you
Mr.
keep track.
Adair.
What time do they warm the buses up? Is it 11 goals?
12 is when they go to running clock, but it won't start until the second half. So the clock will keep stopping for the rest of the first half. They're one shy of a running clock. Here comes Antoine Peak back out.
Will they run that clock in the first half? Or is it
They
only
will
second
not.
half?
It's only in the second half
Okay.
where it's a running clock.
A little rusty on
I
my
guess they
rules.
figure no matter how bad the score is in the first half, there's still a chance. But once you get to the halfway mark, that's when they determine. Cooper Weiler once again comes out with a face-off. He's going to pass this.
Oh, and I'm wide open on the crease.
Oh my gosh, that was horrible. Horrible defense. He was so wide open, had so much time. It was truly a one-on-one with Adair. Now that one was right-handed.
Well,
so he's mixing it up, and I don't know. I'm
Cooper's
not ready
getting
to
those.
call it.
Cooper's getting that ground ball very quickly and getting
Yeah.
behind the midfield. So they're running basically. They've got numbers right away, and as soon as that back defender slides, he's going to be open on the crease. They got to make that decision.
The defense knows that Cooper's not your typical depot. He's going to shoot if he gets the ball, so they have to slide a little bit to protect themselves. They can't just give him the middle of the field. So that opens everything up.
Summit's running two guys behind now. They realize that they've got to play defense.
Oh, and they win the faceoff.
And they number 3, Thomas Lamar wins that faceoff.
But it's not over yet. And there's another timeout by Coach Kalura, and I think a smart one because that ball was going to come loose there.
I think if you're Pat Kalura right now, you're trying to coach to make sure that the clock doesn't run, at least for a while. I mean, it's going to end up happening, but
it's going to happen
how do you
eventually. But yeah, let's
try to break the ice, try to get one goal here.
I think
Give yourself to set up an offense and maybe run a play.
What I've seen so far, Sam, we've scored 12 goals. Oh, we're not at 12. How come it says 12? Have we got a 12th goal? Did we get a 12th goal? I thought we were at 11. In any event, we've scored a bunch of goals. But that's not what I've noticed the most about the team. I've noticed the defense and the riding and the persistence of our defense and going after loose balls and double teaming the ball carrier. And it's been relentless, which is a good thing.
Clearing's good. Rides are great. You're right. I mean, they're playing defense in all aspects of the game, which is really nice to see. Rudy hasn't seen much action tonight.
No, he has not. He had a shot on goal in the first quarter, but I don't. Has he seen the ball since then?
I feel like he's seen a couple of shots. He had the one surprise shot.
Right. You're absolutely right. So I forgot about that one. Nice shot, and there was a nice shot down here that was just off cage too. So they've gotten a couple of shots on goal, but.
And we say Rudy, but that's how we affectionately know him. But that's Robert Bruner.
Robert Bruner going to Ohio Northern.
Gets to play
next
for the
year.
legend up
Yeah.
there.
That'll be exciting. But just look at look at the bird's eye view of our defense, Sam. They have nowhere to go, and there's not a weak link on the defense, so you can't pick on anybody.
And they're running a relentless defense. They're pressing out, Mike.
Yeah.
On the ball carrier up at the 30-yard line. They're not waiting for the game to come to them. They're going out and taking the defensive game.
Yes, they definitely
So
are.
they're working.
There's a turnover. There's Carson Devine picking it off, hitting Will Kleekamp, who quickly moves up the ridge to Mullen, who's going to kick it over to Charlie. He's going to score.
They got numbers again.
Oh, yes. He hits the goalie, but it bounces off his foot and in. Not exactly what I was
Ben
expecting,
Perez with a
but it worked.
nice attempt at a save there. He got a piece of it. Really one-on-one at point-blank range. Here's the replay. Charlie with a nice dodge. Comes high to low.
Nice bounce shot. Catches the goalie on the shin, but he trickles in. There's nothing he can do about it.
Bounces that 5-hole.
He got in front of it, and now it's at 13. I don't know if we were mistaken.
I think it's
score,
us
or-
on the math, Mike.
It might be.
I always trust the clock.
Oh, nice face-off win by Vollmer straight ahead. Ball's loose on the ground, moving down toward the goal crease. It's a dangerous position for it to be. Goalie comes up with it. Summit will move out and clear the ball.
There's just nowhere to clear.
I should say try to clear the ball. Let's see if they can get a...
And there's a nice clear.
Yeah, they got one up the field. Let's see if they can maintain it or... There's going to be a penalty on Vollmer, cross-check
Parker
to
Carroll.
the defender.
He seems to carry the ball a lot for the Silver Knights.
Yeah. That was Jake Carrico was setting a pick for his teammate, and James Vollmer came in and popped him right in front of the official.
Ran right through it.
They're going to call that.
Well, we'll get to see their
man down
defense once again.
Minute 27 left.
Really not a lot of penalties in this game, Mike, which is good to see. Sometimes when the
haven't.
scores run up like this,
Yeah, well, it's early, Sam, but I would suspect that they won't. I mean, I don't think... I think Coach Kalura knows what's going on here. If they start to get chippy, it's not going to work in their favor, probably. And in the end, what you want is everybody to be able to get off the field healthy tonight.
And they are playing
Another
a tight
turnover.
defense on man down.
Even man down, we're dominating. What's that called? What was that? They're giving the ball back to Summit, and I'm not sure. It must have been an illegal pick or interference or something. So here we go.
Tough time seeing that,
39 seconds. Shot off cage. I was just going to say, when they turned the ball over there, I was about ready to say that's going to reset the shot clock. And, of course, there isn't a shot clock.
That's right.
I'm kind of accustomed to that rule change. Oh, a nice dodge inside and a shot and off the cage and a shot and a save by Rudy. He's still got the ball in the crease. Oh, the clock. Oh, it's 12 seconds. Ridge has got it. 10 seconds. There's going to be another goal here. Oh, a nice save by Summit's goalie. 2-1. That's the end of the half.
And they let that clock run.
So that's the first half, Sam. 13-0 Indian Hill.
Looks like we're going to start the second half with a running clock, huh, Mike?
Once they take that face-off, I expect this game's going to last exactly 30 more minutes.
Just keep your finger off that stop button.
So, all right. Well, we will be back in 10 minutes and come back and watch the rest of the game.
For more than 100 years, AAA has kept America's cars on the road. And no one is better equipped to care for your car than AAA Bob Summerall Tire and Service. Our ASE certified mechanics know cars from bumper to bumper and which tires you need to get where you're going. Count on AAA to keep your car running right today and down the road. Everyone is welcome at your neighborhood AAA Bob Summerall Tire and Service. For more than 100 years, AAA has kept America's cars.
Dude, zoom into the guy shooting, please. All right, I'm gonna switch to camera 2. All right, camera 2, you're live. Camera 1, can you zoom back out to include the shot, please? Thank you. All right, and then I need you to get the graphics up, please, for the free throw. I think it's, what is it, number 12? All right, graphics are going in. All right, switching to 1. Good shot there, 1. We're gonna go back to 2. I'm gonna take the graphics out. Can we get the score bug back on, please? All right, bring those back in. All right, 1 back up. All right, 2. I need you to be close on this one. All right, I need you to follow the point guard as he brings up the ball. All right? All right, going back to 2. 1, I want you now to go down to the other end of the court. Just don't let do a wide shot. We're gonna switch to you once he reaches the middle of the court. Alright, switching to one. Alright, good shot there, two. Now two, just stay close, alright? We want you to be close. We want you just to be like a close camera. Alright? Alright, good shot there, one. That's good. Oh, and also, camera two, I want you to try to keep the ball in the frame as much as you can. Alright, that's not a bounce shot. Alright, two, I want you to zoom in on the guy throwing the ball in, please. Alright, not too much. Zoom a little bit back out, alright? Perfect. Announcers, I have a replay of that if you want. We're going to roll a replay. Let's get DVR 1 up there. All right.
Hello, I'm Jeff Weiler. You know, when I started this business back in 1973, no one could have predicted that you would be able to buy a car from a phone that fits in your pocket. You can with Weiler Direct. The beauty is in its flexibility. With Weiler Direct, you can complete some or all of the steps online. Try it for yourself at weilerdirect.com and just pick, click, and get it quick.
All right, team. We got a long day ahead of us, but this is what we do. It's time to go to work. Yeah, let's get it.
We work, we get stuff done.
That's right.
No matter what the problem, we just roll up our sleeves.
We do.
Not afraid of the project,
Oh, no.
not afraid of the time.
Okay.
Say it, I build America, we always on time.
Let's get it.
We work, we get stuff done.
We do.
No matter what the problem,
Yeah.
we just roll up our sleeves.
That's right.
Not afraid of the project,
Oh, no.
not afraid of the time.
We
Say
got
it,
it.
I build America, we always on time.
Let's do
Listen,
it.
do you know the mission?
Huh?
Do you know the story? We've been at it for a minute,
Yeah.
so we're not here for the glory.
Oh, no.
We aggregate, crush rock, 24/7 non-stop. Hot products, high in calcium, low in that magnesium. We'll mix it up, then bag it.
Bag it.
Y'all know what I'm saying.
Two, zoom into the guy shooting, please. All right. All right, I'm going to switch to camera two. All right, camera two, you're live. Camera one, can you zoom back out to include the shot, please? Thank you. All right. All right. And then I need you to get the graphics up, please, for free throw. I think it's, what is it, number 12? All right, graphics are going in. All right. All right, switching to one. Good shot there, one. We're going to go back to two. I'm going to take the graphics out. Can we get the scoreboard back on, please? All right, bring those back in. All right, one back up. All right, two. I need you to be close on this one. All right, I need you to follow the point guard as he brings up the ball. All right? All right, going back to two. One, I want you now to go down to the other end of the court. Just don't let do a wide shot. We're going to switch to you once he reaches the middle of the court. All right, switching to one. All right, good shot there, two. Now two, just stay close, all right? We want you to be close. We want you just to be like a close camera. All right? All right, good shot there, one. That's good. Oh, and also, camera two, I want you to try to keep the ball in the frame as much as you can. All right, that's not a bounce shot. All right, two, I want you to zoom in on the guy throwing the ball in, please. All right, not too much. Zoom a little bit back out, all right? Perfect. Announcers, I have a replay of that if you want. We're going to roll a replay. Let's get DVR 1 up there. All right.
And welcome to the home of the brave, our new facility as we take a look around. First up, our ticket booth, an entrance into our new facility. Over the pedestrian patio to our left, we walk in and take a look at our 5 new tennis courts where our boys and girls will take action this year. Also up top, our concession stand and restrooms and entrances to more locker rooms face the baseball and softball field. An inside look of our concession stand, it's not quite ready yet. Up top, our baseball locker room, which also doubles as middle school football right now. Our training room, an area where our student athletes can make sure they're ready for practices and the games. On the other side up top is our softball locker room, also doubling as overflow high school football locker room. Now let's take a look downstairs where we have our coaches' offices and more locker rooms. First off, our coaches' office where coaches can get prepared for practice and the games. And right next to the coaches' offices, we have our field hockey locker room and girls lacrosse locker room. On the other side of the coaches' offices, we walk into our football locker room and boys lacrosse locker room. Plenty of graphics have recently been installed in all the locker rooms. Home of the Braves, Indian Hill, whiteboards in all 4 locker rooms. Really a great facility for all of our student athletes. And there's a look at our new facility, home of the Braves.
Let's go wall a little bit. You're like 10 minutes is always 20.
Welcome back. Back at Tomahawk Stadium where the sun is setting down, so we'll not have any goalies with sun in their eyes for the second half. Scores 13-0, and as usual, we will be going to a running clock in the second half. So grab your snacks now because this game is going to be over pretty quick.
Doesn't even stop for a penalty.
The only thing they'll stop it for, I believe, is a timeout or an injury.
And if they get back within the range, it'll revert back to a stopping clock.
Correct.
Right, Mike?
Correct.
How do you serve a penalty on a running clock?
I don't know how they keep the time. I guess the table must keep the time on the penalty. So we got Cooper Weiler on this wing. We've got Vollmer taking the face off, and we got Alex Grace on the opposite wing now. So this is a little bit backwards from what we had before.
Well, we were playing the other way.
Yeah, you're right.
Weiler gets another
So
ground
Weiler
ball.
comes up with it, kicks
He's
it down
fast.
to Ridge. Ridge gets his touch, comes in, spins it back around to Adair to Charlie. Oh, Will, big, hard, high, bouncing right-handed shot, and they're going to give that to number 22, hustles back. I thought maybe Ridge would have had that.
They've got that closest to the end line theory.
Yeah,
See that occasionally.
Yeah.
That was close.
it was.
And let's see if they worked on their clear at halftime. They've
Looks
got
like
a guy
they may
coming
have.
out of the
Looks like
box.
They may have. That worked well for him. There's Nick Adair chasing that guy down. He gets his touch.
And we've got a number 26 that I haven't seen on the roster either.
Another missing number.
It's kind of an interesting cradle.
Yes.
And
Ball's down.
throws it away.
Cooper snags it. He's got a really good stick. Kicks it back to Charlie. Charlie's going to take it in. Oh, and he blows it to the. They gave it White, but I think when that ball was out, I think the goalie was probably further back.
Charlie saw goal on that one,
Yeah,
Mike. He had a
sure
wide
did.
open.
He's going to kick himself over that one.
I think he must figure Will's gotten his share of goals today. He was going to take that one.
Will's got at least 3. Gutman's the money guy tonight with 5. Oh, nice feed inside. Oh, Ridge couldn't quite come up with it. The goalie recovers it. Now let the ride begin. Let's see if they're getting the midfield a lot easier than they did in the first half, Sam. Gets his touch, spins it back out. That was a smart clear.
With the long pole on the clear. Parker Carroll, who's been the primary ball handler. We understand that Jake Carrico is a good player. And he's going to come up and take his turn now. And they get the short pole matchup, which means dodge.
Got a freshman Alex Grace guarding 18 out top.
That's good, solid defense
Will
right there.
Kleekamp comes up with it, and away he goes. Boy, there's a lot of inertia there when you get that boy running. He's coming down, shooting, and shoots over the top. That's going to be backed up by Will Adair. Not much you can do to stop his progression once he gets ahead of steam.
They're letting the pole shoot on those fast breaks. So they get the opportunity.
Here comes Nick Adair. Back around to Robbie. Hot hand Robbie.
Game's changed a lot, huh, Mike, in the old days?
Oh, Ridge rips one left-handed.
Very nice.
Just out of reach of the goalie. So that makes it 14-0, and indeed the clock continues to run.
I was going to say, in the old days, the poles weren't allowed to come up that far up the field. They had to turn around and hightail it off or run back. It really creates a matchup problem because typically if you've got a pole out there, you've got an offensive midi or maybe even an attackman that doesn't want to play defense.
Sure. I just think from a defensive end, it's tough because, as you said, we have poles that are going to continue on up the field and shoot. And that really messes up a fast break defense.
Oh, Vollmer with a nice
really nice.
kickback.
That looked like Pat Ferris there, kicking it out.
Weiler with another ground ball.
Oh, nice feed across the middle. Oh, Ridge on the quick stick over the top. Just didn't quite have it buried in the stick deep enough, I don't think.
It was a good look. They've got to capitalize on those because against good
do.
teams, you need those goals.
You need those goals. That's exactly right.
That would be my takeaway from tonight. It's hard to complain about a team that's up 14-0, but I think.
Yeah, you gotta make good on the open opportunities that you get.
Slow restart.
Swings it back out. Hayden Wentz, Charlie Dees, back to Ridge, back to Robbie.
We're playing man up. What was the penalty, Mike?
I don't know what it was.
I didn't even see the flag.
I didn't either. There's a good feed inside. Robbie's got his 6th.
Gutman with a nice
Holy
move.
cow.
I think he's gotten all 6 of those on the crease, too,
Yeah,
Mike.
I think you're right. He's a couple of them were hospital. Picked him up off the turf and dumped it in, but this is a nice man-up play.
Well, the zone's not
It's like a little wheel, and then the opposite crease guy just steps into the middle, or the opposite attack steps into the space.
Bush was on him. He made a nice move to step away.
He did that once before. I
shot
said
and turn.
I'm really impressed with his patience to catch the ball down that close and take a second and make sure you put it on.
It's a good basketball move there, huh?
It was a good basketball move. Uh-oh.
Somebody went early.
He's not calling it. Whose ball? I guess it's. They must have all known who jumped, and it was James. Vollmer jumped. So now we got Cooper out here on Summit's ball carrier.
Parker Carroll again carrying for the Silver Knights.
Knocks the ball loose and out of bounds, caused turnover by Cooper Weiler.
I'd have
Or
to
better known as the best Weiler, if you ask him.
He told me that in 3rd grade.
I know. I tell that story all the time. Oh, another Weiler. No, the best Weiler.
I'd have to give him my defensive MVP of the game.
Yeah,
merely because not because he's had to play a lot of defense, but because he's getting so many ground balls.
Yeah, he's
had a couple
given
caused
us the ball
turnovers, a
on
couple
offense.
takeaways.
This is a possession game, as we all know, but it's
What
not.
I like about this game is that everyone thinks that DeGennaro is the goal scorer on this team, and clearly they've got enough weapons.
Oh, look
here.
at this! Look at this! Oh, Will.
He's kicking himself.
Yeah,
that was a good look.
Oh, another feed to the middle, but the goalie puts his stick out and intercepts it.
Ben Perez with a nice grab.
That's a smart play on the goalie when
Doing
you're
what he
starting
can.
when the defense is given the offense open looks down on the crease to get your stick active. Oh, there's a nice clear.
Oh, and
This
they've
could
got
be
numbers.
trouble. Oh, he bobbles the ball.
That's number 10, Gabe Sign. Junior for the Silver Knights.
Mac Ward fighting for the ball over there with the pole. And is that Carson? Carson Devine comes up with it, secures it, kicks it out to Robert Brunner. Robert kicks it up to Ridge DeMullen. And here we go again.
Ridge is rolling. Almost thought he was going to go to the goal there. He just has that.
Charlie wants one. Oh, the goalie makes
What
a
a
nice
beautiful save.
This goalie's going to remember this night, the night that he had many, many saves against Charlie DeGennaro.
And he's going to clear it himself.
This is not good. Charlie's going to get the ball out back, and once again, goes in the record books as an unforced turnover, but there was nothing
Defense had
unforced
their head
about
turn.
it. And Robbie Gutman with his 7th goal of the night, Sam.
On the crease.
On the crease.
We watched the restart on this one.
Can we see that again? Because that pass from the road there, talk about unselfish.
Watch the restart, though. The Silver Knights defense had their backs turned, and he just snuck right in behind the defense.
That is so unselfish from Will.
Yeah.
He was one-on-one with the goalie, and he just backed away. They see Robbie having a special night, and they're trying to help as much as they can.
And maybe Gutman sets a record here today.
Maybe.
Held by someone you know pretty well.
Some
kid named Wyatt Fruland.
Some kid from Perrysburg, Ohio. That was
well, we like to claim him here.
years.
We like to claim him here at Indian
I know.
Hill,
I joke
so.
about that because on his roster at the University of Tampa, they've got his hometown is Perrysburg because they probably asked him, "Where's your hometown?" And he's told them Perrysburg. They didn't ask him where he lived. They asked him where his hometown was. Kids.
Place of birth.
Literal. My hometown? So that's what's been on his roster for 2 years. Goes Will, kicking it back out. Where's Robbie?
Well, I think they're
Not in there.
They're going to take turns on the crease.
Yeah, but Robbie's not even in the game. Oh, there's a muffed pass, but it's picked up.
Number 5 for the Silver Knights.
Comes up with it.
Keith Woodruff gets it to Ben Perez. They're going to attempt to clear.
And they do. They
Number
come in
4
and get their touch.
Number 14's got it. They had a man on the crease.
Bit of a fast break there. And they spin it back out.
Jake Carrico gets it up top to Parker Carroll. Swings it over to number 9, Leo Schrantz.
Parker Carroll.
They don't have a shorty matchup up top, so they can't really dodge from there. Quick double.
Oh, another knockdown. Is this going to be another turnover? I'm guessing yes. You get, oh my gosh, they got it. They took it away from Kenny. I haven't seen that a lot this year where the ball goes down, but there's Carson Devine picking off the pass to the middle. Mac Ward coming up with a really nice ground ball under pressure. Almost scores on the goalie.
Dangerous play, but Rudy's ready, which is always good.
And here comes Will. Oh, Will's wisely dumps it off. Is that Gutman coming back in? Here's Ridge all the way across to Charlie. There's a flag down. And the defender, that wasn't an intentional. He was just going for the ball and caught Charlie's helmet.
Yeah, I don't like those calls, but they got to do it. High school.
What's the call? Why'd they stop play?
2 flags, another flag.
They're sending Charlie off.
Guessing words were exchanged. Maybe.
Quite possibly.
Let's see what the call is. Referees are going to huddle here at midfield and talk about it. Deej is going to take a knee. I think Deej took the slash, probably retaliated, Mike, would be my guess.
I didn't see him do anything, so you're probably right. He must have said something.
I think what we didn't see, we didn't hear.
Yeah. Slash on Summit.
And his is a dead ball foul, so that's going to give the ball to the Summit Knights.
They'll be 5-on-5. We'll be even. I don't know what the duration of the fouls are. The slash is going to be a minute. I'm hoping that Charlie's personal foul is also a minute.
Clock's running. There's 37 seconds left in
oh
this.
My gosh, this quarter's already over.
I think if you're the Braves now, you're thinking shutout, right?
I would sure think so.
Let's just keep that going. And
Rudy's ready. Look at him in the cage. He's looking like they're going to shoot at any minute, which makes a shot wide, well wide, backs it up, but the clock's running, 11, 10. Normally that would be a good shot because it stops the clock and it gives you possession, but the clock's not stopping.
Right.
So
number 10.
that's going to be the end of the quarter, Sam. 2-1. So at the end of 3, Braves are up 16-0.
Short quarter.
Very short quarter, and we've got another one coming. So this
added 3. We're going to start off. If they were smart, I believe, Mike, they would have held on to possession of that ball, right? So that they could have maintained. Well, I guess there's no maintenance of possession though, because they're both man down.
Oh,
I wonder what that rule is. I'm not familiar
that's
with
a
it.
good.
Yeah. If anybody knows, call into the show.
I'm guessing you're right. Whoever has possession would start with the ball, because even if you're the man-up team and you retain possession at the end of a quarter, you get the ball. It's not always the man-down team that gets the ball.
We'll have to.
Are you checking
consult.
scores?
I'm looking to see if there's a score yet to find out who the next opponent would be for the Braves. And they're waiting on the results of the game between Bishop Fenwick and who are they playing tonight?
Bishop Fenwick. We talked about it before the game with Coach Foley. I don't. Oh, they're playing against Seven Hills. And I don't know. I would think that Bishop Fenwick would be favored there. If you ask Bishop Fenwick, they'll tell you that they're favored in that. But
you never know. I think that Seven Hills team always does a really good job of coaching above their pay grade, so to speak.
Well, that was the first game I saw our boys play this year, was the Seven Hills game. I watched on IHTN when they played Dayton Carroll. Mm-hmm. That's the first game I saw, but the first game I saw in person was Seven Hills, and that was, I don't know, 6 games into the season. Seven Hills was undefeated at the time, and there was some question as to whether it was going to be an easy game, and it was 12-1. It was no contest. So you never know, though. Like you said, Seven Hills always seems like they put it together.
Got a score from Marymount.
The Warriors over the top of Anderson, 14-1 or 16-2. Is that the final?
Update 16-2 at the end of the third. I don't think we've got an update on that.
So it's similar to this. Indian Hill starts with the ball. So we didn't have possession when the clock ended, did we?
Well, it would have been our possession on the out of bounds.
Okay.
That's the only thing I can guess.
But I thought that goes to a face-off if the ball's on the ground. There's Charlie sweeping across. Down below, Robbie Gutman. That would be 8 for Robbie. Robbie's going, is there any way we can stop the running clock to give me more time here?
No, I think he's going to run the ball up the midfield. Make sure that face-off happens.
The running clock is working against Robbie Gutman.
I don't know. He's doing a pretty good job of raising it.
Yeah. Well, the clock is running because of him, so it's his own fault. All right, we got Alex Grace on the wing, Mac Ward on the wing, and Volmer taking the face-off. He's been doing a great job facing off. And like I said, just as I say that happens all the time, Sam. As soon as I start talking somebody up. So Summit's got the ball on offense, but it's not easy. Kenny Devine's back there. And he's just tough to get around. He's got really good feet. He's got a really good stick. And here we go. Alex Grace overshot his guy.
Jake Carrico
Here we
carries.
go. Here we go. Alex Grace is coming in for the loose ball. Someone comes away from it. Big
Carrico
shot.
with a nice
and
rip
a
and-
save by Rudy. That's nice to see.
Bruner gets a nice save. And he's going to bring it up. I like it.
All the way up to Alex Grace in the middle. Kicks it down to Charlie Deege. Deege is on the wing, coming across the middle, shooting. Oh, pipe. That's a shot, so that can cross center line. But Carson Devine, he was pushed across there. That should be a push. I think they got it. Because if they called him offsides, they would have blown the whistle dead. But it was a push, a clear push on Summit, on
Braves will restart.
Carson Devine. Will Adair.
To Adair.
Back around, all the way across to Robbie. Robbie's dodging and shooting on and shot over the top of the cage.
Just wide, as we like to say.
I'm guessing they're wanting to get the ball to Robbie.
I think so. They're putting him down on that crease spot, which seems to be where most of the action
that's
is
his strong
occurring.
suit. Here comes Will.
Somebody's
wrapping
got to
around.
slide.
And there's the 9th goal for Robbie Gutman on the crease. Same shot. And he scores another one. So I don't know if they give him 2 there or not.
He's got to be careful about that.
Yeah, that could be a delay of game, or I don't know what you call that.
Sportsmanlike. I don't think it was intended as such.
So there's Robbie Gutman with 9. That's a big number. And we're at 18-0. So
I don't see much slowing down here. We still have
I agree, but there's only
Antoine's out on the
8.5
wing.
minutes. I'd like to see Antoine come up with the ground ball and run down the field just to watch him run.
Who's our LSM on the far side?
Mac Ward.
Mac Ward.
And we win the faceoff on a violation. Charlie across the ridge, just a little too tall for Ridge. But now the journey begins. Can they get the ball across midfield without losing it? No, they cannot. Robbie Gutman comes up with the ground ball at midfield and charges up the field.
I'm guessing he's going to dodge.
I would think so. Here he comes. Oh, he lets one go, but is off cage and through a double team.
I think what we're going to see for the rest of this game
is feeding Robbie.
Get Robbie.
Get the ball to Robbie. Here comes Will to Charlie. I'd like to see Hayden Wentz get on the board here, but I think you're right. I think they got Robbie buried on the crease.
Yeah, and that 25 is going to hang on him.
I don't think it matters. Like
Cooper
right here,
Bush.
there's a goal right there if he wanted to throw it to him. Robbie can catch that out in front. Charlie will do it. Nice spin move. There's 10.
There it is.
That ties an Indian Hill record for goals in a game.
Ties Wyatt Fruland.
Who,
for
by the way,
Indian
I
Hill
believe
record
is
for
down in
those.
Tampa watching this game. So
Hey, Wyatt.
shout out to Wyatt Fruland.
You know what I like about Wyatt? He's the kind of kid that loved to see somebody break that record.
I think he was fully anticipating it was going to be Charlie DeGennaro this year doing it. But
That's a nice spin move on the crease.
that was nice. Robbie's had a good night on the inside. He's been what we fondly referred to as a crease monkey all year long, down there in the middle.
He's had a hockey goal tonight.
Yeah.
He's picked up a garbage goal, and then
Here's
the rest of them have
Cooper
been
fighting for that
picking up.
face-off in the middle.
I don't mean the goal was garbage. I mean that the shot was left some
Mac
trash
Ward
hanging
comes
out.
up with a face-off ground ball.
Nice
Takes it
ground
over.
ball.
Here comes Will Adair around the side. We're at 19.
And guess who trots out on the field? And who has the
The
ball?
hot hand, Robbie Gutman.
I'd like to see Robbie do this
It
against
was
Marymount.
Kyle Innes in the game now, number 11. Ooh.
They are
Kyle
looking
Innes
for
with the
Robbie.
ball.
If Robbie's not on the crease, that ball moves.
Yep. Right to Robbie, spins around, backhands it in. There's a record, 11 goals. That's it.
And that team knows it.
That's
That's a great celebration.
That was a really nice goal. And
Coach
a
calls a
great way to
timeout.
Put an exclamation point on.
Coach
the-
calls a timeout to come celebrate for Robbie.
That's awesome.
Well done, Coach.
all the years of Indian Hill lacrosse, nobody's ever scored 11 goals in a game.
Robbie can go rest now.
That's really cool.
Rest his shooting shoulder, ice it up. Get ready for the next one. I believe they just made the announcement on the public service. We can't hear that well up here, but I believe they made the announcement.
I heard a lot of cheering, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Still trying to find a Fenwick score, Mike. I'm not having much luck. Our callers aren't calling in with the results, so.
Yeah, I haven't gotten any.
They're,
Here it is. Here's the announcement.
shout out to Robbie Gutman.
Fenwick is crushing Seven Hills. No idea on the score is a note that I just got from Ridge DeMullen's dad.
All right.
Dave sent me a note from a Seven Hills parent. Fenwick is crushing Seven Hills.
All right.
So
got a big game coming up.
So that'll be interesting. As you were mentioning earlier, the last team to keep Indian Hill out of the regional finals was Bishop Fenwick at their place.
Peake's got a long pole.
Yes, he does. I've seen that a couple times this year later in the game where they'll put Antoine on a pole. Here comes Alex Grace charging up the field. Looking up to, trying to find John Anning, number 34. Goalie comes up with the ball. Let's see how the younger guys can ride. Come on, Alex.
Well, they're not pressing.
No, but they're
trapping.
They are doing a nice job of trapping, forcing them to pass. Summit clears it, gets their touch. Now,
I think they're working on their defense, quite frankly, Mike. Maybe letting them clear so they can practice.
you got Alex Grace, Trey Carter, number 16.
Get those guys some reps back there.
Hayden Wentz
Parker
is
Carroll.
out there.
Parker Carroll holds again.
Ball's down. Summit comes up with the ball, knocks it loose again. Summit comes up with the ball. And there's Carson Devine.
That's a throwaway.
Knocking the ball into the defender and out of bounds.
I give him a cause turnover for that.
Sure.
We keeping score.
We're not doing the stats this year.
We
Sam.
could.
We sure could. I think I've heard that oh no, that was
It's a low pass.
oh, that's Dominic Festo in the cage.
Failed clear.
Freshman Dominic Festo. We got a goalie change, Sam. So let's see if Dominic can maintain the shutout here with 3:42 left. I think with the guys he's got in front of him there on defense.
He's looking pretty confident.
Yeah. What do we got? They're going to leave it with Summit. So Carson Devine pressing his man out. It's just the defense has just been relentless tonight. Carson just takes it away from his guy.
Is it Trey Carter playing tonight?
Trey Carter is in the game now. He's
16.
16.
Good to see him getting on the field.
Oh, Carson loses the ball, but boy, there's a flag down, so that's going to be on Carson for a slash. And here comes 5. Dominic comes out to get the ball. That's going to be, I don't know if Dominic touched it or that was a pass that went out. Oh, it doesn't matter. There's a flag down. So
let's see what the Braves can do and what they put out for their second string man down. Not to disparage anybody that's on the field, but Will Martin's out.
Very young team. Very young
Number 19,
team.
Will Martin.
Yes.
Freshman midfielder, defender.
Yep.
Got Mac Ward, who's played quite a bit of LSM here.
I think they're bringing Nick Adair in to be the middleman on the man down.
Volmer's playing.
Mac Ward's out there. Volmer's out there with his pole. He's done a spectacular job tonight taking faceoffs with the short stick. And Mac Ward turns the ball over, gives it to Dom Fesca. Oh, and a loose ball on the ground, and it gets pumped into the goal by, I think, what's his number?
Let's watch the replay on that. It looked like there might have been a goalie interference on that, but you never know. Watch the ball. Hits the goal. It's a pass. Oh, he just kind of, it just spun through his stick, unfortunately.
Through his stick, and 14 comes up with the
That's
the
the
goal.
mysterious number 14.
Mysterious number 14.
Opportunistic. It's got to feel good to
Sure.
break the ice for them,
Break
and
the ice. It's 20-1 with a minute and a half to go.
hopefully the Braves won't let that ruin their night.
Oh, I don't think so. I think they're going to be celebrating tonight and getting ready for Bishop Fenwick.
It's a good opportunity for some of these younger classmen to get a look
nice
at.
shot. 14 took another nice shot, and it's backed up by Summit, so they're going to get the ball again. We're just at 1:05 to go, Sam. The clock's running, so this is going to be over very shortly. But I'm sure Summit would like nothing more than to knock one in. Be something for Summit to come out of this game and say we scored the last 2 goals of the game.
They're going up against some of the backups, so it gives the backup guys a good opportunity.
Oh, a nice save by Dominic Fesca.
And that's going to be that should be a flag.
What's the call?
He continued into the crease. The shooter did.
Holding them up with 30 seconds in running, and they're holding.
I'm interested why that happened
Not
because
sure what that was. 23, 22, ball's in play. Big shot from the outside. That should just about, oh no, they gave it back to Summit again, so it's not quite over yet, but with 9, 8, 7, 6, ball's loose. Picked up by Antoine Peak. Stop it, Antoine. That's the ball game.
Man.
So 20-1, Sam. Very convincing win, and I thought the Braves looked good all around, but
Yep.
I was particularly impressed with their defense.
And Monday night they'll be facing Bishop Fenwick.
Bishop Fenwick. They get Fenwick here, though. The last
Fenwick
time
here.
we played Fenwick in the playoffs, it was at Fenwick's place.
Braves haven't Braves have been in the in the regional finals every year, with the exception of a couple years when they lost to Bishop Fenwick. So it should be a good match. So
All right, we got Dennis Dupps, executive producer, and Steve Overberg, producer and director. Steve Overberg, technical director. Also Steve Overberg for replay. Dennis Dupps doing the graphics. Camera operators Gino Cardosi and Mrs. Katie Overberg. We're just thick with Overbergs in this tonight.
hey,
And this is
yours
Mike
truly.
Fruin for Sam Johnston, and we will see you at the next game. Have a great night.
Exclusive coverage of tonight's game on the Indian Hill Television Network has been a copyrighted presentation of the Indian Hill High School Video Department.